Hey everyone, it's Tyler the Antenna Man with some information about how to combine two antennas together to pick up more channels. Some of you may live between multiple markets and may not want to put an antenna on a rotator. Well, there is a way to combine two antennas together on the same coax cable and not negatively impact reception. I'll tell you how in this video. If you're a cord cutter or use an antenna, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to receive a notification whenever I post a new video. To be clear, most of you do not need to set up multiple antennas to pick up all local channels affiliated with these big networks. Even if some channels broadcast from different directions in your area, a single antenna will likely pick them up pointing towards one of the set of towers or somewhere in the middle. I would only resort to setting up a second antenna if you already tried one antenna or live between multiple markets. So many people think you can simply combine two antennas together with a backwards two-way splitter and it will work just fine. That's not exactly the case. There are two problems with doing this. The first problem is that there's about 4 dB of signal loss within a two-way splitter. The second problem relates to multipath interference from out-of-sync signals being picked up between two antennas combined on the same coax cable, which generally makes channels less reliable. Beware of cheap combiners like these that are basically repurposed two-way splitters in a case and won't work well in most locations. Until a few years ago, there wasn't really a way to combine two antennas together on the same coax cable without negatively impacting reception. This has changed thanks to innovation from at least 2 antenna companies. Televis released their SmartComm antenna combiner. It's basically a preamplifier and antenna combiner in one. Unlike a splitter, this will take signals from up to 3 antennas, amplify, filter, and combine them into one single coax output. It's what I like to refer to as a true antenna combiner in the way it does not negatively impact reception when combining multiple antennas together. It's the perfect solution for those of you between multiple markets or unable to pick up all local channels with one single antenna pointing in one direction. Antennas Direct also released the Johansson, I think that's how you pronounce it, Smart Antenna Combiner. It's a slightly cheaper option that appears to work the same as the Televis SmartComm, combining signals from multiple antennas, amplifying and filtering them without negatively impacting reception. However, I'm told it does not work with low VHF channels or support manual programming. I can tell you that the Televis SmartComm definitely works better. I've recommended it to several viewers of mine and received great feedback about the unit. Links to both combiners are in the description of the video. For those of you who don't want to spend roughly $200 for an antenna combiner, there is a cheaper option if you want to set up 2 antennas. You can wire each one separately to separate tuners in one of the following ways. If there's only one TV you want to access channels from both antennas, connect the first antenna directly to the back of the TV and the second antenna to the Mediasonic HDHomerun converter box. From there, you can access each antenna simply by switching the input from the tuner built into your TV, which is connected to the first antenna, to HDMI for the tuner built into the Mediasonic DTV Box that's connected to the second antenna. If there are multiple TVs you want to access a secondary antenna on, connect to one antenna directly to each TV and then the other to a wireless tuner like a Tablo or HDHomerun. One last option is to combine 2 separate antennas with a VHF-UHF combiner. This only works in a select few scenarios where an antenna you have picks up UHF channels well, but struggles with VHF channels. With this, you can add a separate dedicated high VHF antenna like the Stellar Labs Fringe or Deep Fringe model and combine it with your existing antenna on the same coax cable with a VHF-UHF combiner. This option is great for an attic setup where you might need as much gain as possible from a dedicated high VHF antenna to pick up the VHF channels in your area. I include a link to this type of combiner in the description, but you need to make sure that you understand virtual and RF channels, as your local channel 7 likely does not broadcast on channel 7. If you don't understand the concept of virtual and RF channels, or just want to learn more about whether you can gain more channels with a second antenna, sign up for my antenna recommendation service on my website at antennamanpa.com. Thanks for watching this YouTube video. An additional thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon or is a member of my YouTube channel. If my videos helped you cut the cord, or if you just think they're cool and would like to help support them while gaining exclusive perks, visit patreon.com/antennaman, click the join button in this video, and you can also click the thanks button. Like my Facebook page at facebook.com/antennamanpa, or sign up to my email list linked in the description below. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for more cord cutting and antenna related videos, and have an awesome day.